Lecture by CYC Chen Cynthia. You can pause anytime you need. 你可以随时按下暂停键。Hello everyone, today we are going to do the pencil crayon drawing. So, let's get your papers ready. You can use mixed media paper. Okay, that can be used for dry media and wet media. And of course, you can use the sketchbook. Okay, what kind of blend you have, you will see the sketch on the cover. Okay, what if you don't have any one of them? You can use the printing paper. Okay, so printing paper is working as well. Then, of course, you need to have the erasers, pencils, and the sharpener. Alright? And also I need you to prepare two different tracing markers. So I need to have two different sizes. One is like the fine markers. One is the thin marker like the needle. So you can compare these two are different. Alright? So you need to have your tracing markers ready. And of course, at the middle of the class, I will ask you to get your pencil crayons. Alright, we will going to color with the pencil crayon at the middle of the class. Alright, so let's get all the stuff ready for the class. Hello everyone, welcome back. So, we're gonna complete our drawing from last week. Remember, that's what I did from last week. I only finished tracing with the lightweight, but I haven't started to do the coloring yet. Alright? So you have to get your pencil crayons and the sharpeners around. Okay, we're gonna start to do the coloring. The reason we need to use the sharpener because our menu has lots of small items, right? They are very small and tiny. So we have to make sure our sharpener can keep our pencils very sharp and pointed so we can color the small area nicely, right? If you have your pencil crayon like this, not sharp, it's very hard to keep your drawing neat because you might accidentally color out of the shape for something small, right? So that's why we need to have the sharpener. So I give you the time to find your sharpener. For 10 seconds, you should have them around your table or on the bookshelf, in the drawers. Look around, you need the sharpener for sure. All right, okay, so I just went to McDonald's, asked for the menu. Ta-da, that's a coupon. Alright, so that's the menu for McDonald's. See? It has the background color and it has a nice graphics. Even the back, it has a nice color for the background and a nice color for the graphics. Right? Let's see inside. Same thing. Oops, it's a little sticky. So, what we're gonna do for our menu, we are not just having them white, okay, it will be very plain. So what we're gonna do for today, we have to color the font, color the menu, color our foods, so your foods and the background colors. Alright, so even here, so see, those are the coupons, they are not the menu. So make sure your menu has the nice colors. Okay, so now we can begin. So let me zoom in. I'm gonna teach you how to color the bow. If you have the bow or something white, like this. Okay. So you can choose any color you want. So we're gonna do the color volume. Okay. So I color slightly darker on the side and getting brighter. I reduce the pressures. So you see color is getting brighter and brighter. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Color a little bit heavier. Keep moving. And keep the middle white. Okay, so it looks like I have the shadow on the side, right? It looks like 3D now. Okay, so let's see. I can find something on McDonald's menu. To see something is white, but you can see a little bit colors. Okay, like the wet paper. See? They do have white, but they do have what? Shadow, a little bit shadow on the white paper, right? So same thing, you're gonna do the same thing there. Even they are white, we have to color a little bit shadows around, not just leaving them white. Okay? Alright, so I want you to find everywhere is white on your menu, then you can start to do the shadow color. So we start to find all the stuff is white. Okay, maybe the egg, boat, dumplings. Okay, those are the white stuff. Okay, but I'm not going to use the green color to color my dumpling. That would be a little bit, weird. So this time I will use the yellow to color the dumplings. All right, so my sharpener is right here because I'm gonna use that to sharpen my pencil. Okay, it's more sharp now. So I'm gonna color it around. See, I still keep them white at the middle, but I just add in a little bit shadows on the wrinkles around the edge. Okay. Oops, it's stuck. All right, a little bit yellows around. That's my dumpling. And the rice. The rice is white, but again, all the white stuff, they have the shadow. So I'm gonna use a different color to color the rice. Same thing, adding some shadows around. A little bit. So it looks like they're white, but just with a little bit shadow. Okay, so now I think you understand how you color with white color. All right, so you can begin. All right, so I basically finished all the white color. So even my egg, I just added a slightly shadow. As you see, I have a little bit gray color. So that's my egg. I have some shadow, right? So even the rice inside my bowl, I adding some yellow shadow colors. Okay, so now I want you to challenge yourself to do the color value. But if you think color value is too difficult, then you can keep the solid color. All right, so what do I mean by color value? Let me use the drink. It's more clear. All right, so that's my hollow drink. You can use any color you like. I'm gonna use the purple. Okay, so we're gonna divide the color into 4 layers. So what do I mean by 4 layers with one single color? So the first layer, I'm gonna color is very, very heavy. See, I use my hand energy, the muscle energy. Color is very, very heavy. but I have some white space on the top, so I'm gonna fill them up. Make sure there's no white space. Alright, well, that's my first layer. Now I'm gonna reduce a little bit power from my hands. A little bit reduce. You see the color is going to be a little bit brighter. Right? You can compare. The top is darker, the middle part is brighter. Alright, now I have to reduce the muscle energy even more. See the color getting light. And the bottom part, we just relax the color a little bit, you will see something. Alright, so that's the color value. We use one single color to create different lightweight. Okay, see it's rich, middle, and light by using one single color. It looks like I have 4 different purple, right? So now I want you to challenge yourself. Use one single color to create 4 different layers on each area. But again, if you think this is a little bit too hard for you, you can use a single color, just like the solid color, to make sure you are not doing the scribbling. Remember the sample I showing you? Like this one, okay? The rough color. Okay, remember the mistake right here. We are not doing the scribbling, right? We are not doing the scribbling. Then we try to make the color like this, very nice and solid and neat. And we have to do the color, okay? This has no color and this one is scribbling. So don't do that. So try to make your drawing looks very nice and neat. All right, is that clear? So we will have entire class to do the coloring. So take your time. You shouldn't be rushed because we have enough time to do it. So do it right, do it nice. All right, so the color value, use one single color to color dark, medium, and light. If too hard, you can just keep yourself to do the solid color. Make the color smooth, no white space, no coloring coming out. All right, okay, so focus on the food first and we will think about the background colors after. All right, so now take your time to color nicely. Okay, so try to make the color looks fancy. See, I'm using lots of different green to color my green area, right? I didn't use just one green to color all the veggies. I use different colors. So try to use all the color you have in your menu. So which means you have to switch the color very often. I don't want to see anyone just using one single color to color everywhere. Okay, so try to use all of your tools and using them right. Okay, so don't be lazy and don't waste your tools. So use all the colors you can into your menu. Okay. Okay, so you might have the question, if I want to color the glass, the clear glass, how can you do? So I just use the blue color, the sky blue. I color around a little bit, just like we color the white color. We're adding some shadow, but now I'm using the blue color and I leave a lot of white space. I'm adding the blue line around and leaving some white space in between. Okay, so that's the way we color the glass, the clear glass. Okay, so keep working on this. I'm still working on my coloring as well, and I try to make the color looks very nice and neat, and I try to use all the color value for all the menu. Okay, so try your best. I know at the beginning it will be a little bit tired. Coloring is a big job, but that comes with the quality. Okay, so you can do it. Alright, I finished all the coloring of my food. So now I have to start to think about the background color because I got some border, I have tag, and I have to color the price tag as well. Okay, let's see my demo. Remember, the first class I asked you what style, what feeling you want your customer feel. Like McDonald, all of you telling me McDonald feels happy. So the color he used is the joyful color. It's bright, right? It's very colorful and bright. All right, so now I want you to think about yours. Okay, so remind yourself what feelings you want to show to your customers. Okay, a romantic style, a cute style, a creepy style, a scary style, or relaxed, or happy, or joyful, and what color can present those feelings. Okay, so that will be your background colors. All right, so think about it first. What color is related to the feeling that you want to present? All right, then you can start to colors. Alright, I basically finished the background, but you see I have lots of white space. But my hand is so sore. I'm so tired. So what can we do? Can we just not to do the colors? You could. Sometime we will have the white space, right? We are not going to color everywhere. Sometimes we will leave in some white space. But what if you feel like the white area is too plain, but you don't want to do the coloring anymore? We can do the patterns. Okay, you can use any color you like and then do some pattern like this. It will be very light, so I'm gonna zoom in. You can add some pattern like this. Repeating. Looks like the textures, like the wallpaper, right? It's just like the wallpaper behind the menu, right? It will just like the wallpaper behind the menu. It doesn't have to be very fancy. Okay, it could be simple. So we will see something is there, but not too clear, because the background is not important. It's just a design. The most important is the food. The food looks tasty, right? Your customer want to buy the food from you. So the food is more important, but the background can make your menu looks better. So we have to add some background. Sometimes the background could be just the color, or it could be the patterns, right? So your choice. You can have the color like that. You can have the pattern like this. Okay, it's all your choice. There is no right or wrong answers for the art. Okay, depend you like it or not. Okay, so take your time. I know it's quite a lot of job to do, but we are almost there. Okay, so this is another way to do the background. So even I added the pattern, I tried to make the pattern looks organized. I didn't do the scribbling. So same thing for you. If you want to do the pattern, try to make the pattern looks nice. Don't just do the scribbling and rolling around. Okay, like this one. I trying to do the pattern but looks messy because I scribbling, right? So don't do something like this. Try to make the background professional, even that's just the decorations. Okay, you can use any colors, but make sure the color is not going to be too strong, because we want our customer focus on the menu of the food, not the graphics with your design. All right, okay, so we don't need to sign the name on this ones because this is the menu. We are not going to show your customer of your name. We do have the name of the restaurant. That's good enough. Okay, so that's everything for today.
When you complete your drawing, sign the name and write down the date. 完成画作之后，签下你的名字，跟写上日期。Bye bye, see you next time!